Food is awesome for fear and aggression training with dogs. And not only because it helps us get more of the good behavior we want, but it also has a lot of hidden benefits. And now we will reveal them all, shall we? Okay, first let's start with something obvious. Food is a primary reinforcer. That means that it's something our dogs naturally want. Every dog needs to eat. And if we have a dog who doesn't eat, we have other issues, right? But as long as the dog's healthy, a dog needs to eat. And we can use that in our training. So this is something very natural to do. Also, I can use the food in a very precise way to not only reward my dog, but also position my dog while I reward him. So I can use the food to actually get my dog a little bit closer while I'm rewarding, or a little bit further away from whatever my dog's afraid of or aggressive towards. Now, this can be a tricky part of training, so be aware of how your dog's feeling and if you really can make this step. But I can also use my reward to bring myself between whatever's scary, right? And my dog. The next thing is that researchers have found out that there is something that is the counter freeloading theory. And that says that dogs would rather work for their food than just get it delivered to them for free. And it's not just dogs, it's pretty much all animals, including us, right? And that also helps us with making our dogs happy and fulfilling their needs in everyday life. So I'm not saying that you need to make your dog work for every piece of food you give them, like normal feeding rituals, normal meals, even if they are smaller because you're using food in training, can be a wonderful ritual. And those feeding times and those really consistent meals help fearful dogs, right? So that they know they get food. They don't have to be hungry. That's important too. But working for food can be awesomely rewarding in itself. Now, those two were the easy ones. But now let's see some more hidden ones. And for that to be understandable, we need to know that eating, so the whole digestive system, not only in dogs but in us too, needs the parasympathetic nervous system. So the nervous system part that is responsible for everything that needs a relaxed state to work. So sleep, rest, processing memories, and most of all, the digestive system. So yes, eating in itself, the chewing especially, relaxes the dogs. Using the nose relaxes the dogs. But also, if a dog can eat, we know that the parasympathetic nervous system is active, at least partly active. So we know that the stress level isn't too high. And that's why we can use food as an indicator of how high the stress level actually is. So if we use food in training, we can actually tell if the dog's too stressed to work or not. Now, there is an exception to this rule. There are dogs who are stress eaters. Much like we as humans, dogs can be stress eaters, and yes, we see that a lot in working line Labradors. Yeah, I'm sorry, but yes, it's a breed thing. Not only, but there's a tendency. So you can see if your dog's a stress eater if you just watch how your dog's taking the treats. So the higher the stress level, the more frantic your dog will snatch the treats out of your hand. So the more teeth you feel on your hand, the more stressed your dog gets. Or the faster your dog's eating when you approach, like if you have a research guarding thing, the faster your dog's eating, or the more your dog freezes, the more stressed your dog is. So you can see changes in your dog's eating behavior, and you can take those changes to see how your dog's feeling. Now, this is awesome, right? So you actually see how your dog's feeling using the rewards you're giving him. Great, right? And this is right up the same alley. You can also see if the distance to the trigger, so the scary thing or the thing your dog's aggressive towards, is right or wrong in your training. And you can see that with just having a look at how your dog's taking your treats. So again, this depends on how valuable the treats are. If you take your dog's regular food and your dog cannot take the regular food anymore, but he could take it like 5 steps further away, that tells you that you're getting too close. Or your dog's kind of getting land sharky with the treats. The closer you get, you know that you're getting too close to whatever scaring your dog or whatever your dog's aggressive towards. Even if you don't see any signs of aggression or reactivity or whatever in your dog yet, just the way he's reacting towards your reward. So you see, those things are really awesome about food. And yes, other rewards are awesome in training as well, like your dog's intrinsic motivations or toys or whatever you want to use, but nothing can tell you as much about your dog's emotion, and is as precise and as easy to use as food. And if you want to see how you can boost your dog's confidence with specific exercises using food, watch this video.